What's going on, fellas? What's going on? I see y'all, man. I see y'all. Y'all give me a minute, man. Change the title. Y'all give me a quick second, man. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Trying to move this title around a little bit. I don't like the title. Appreciate y'all being in the joint, though. Ah, there it is right there. Oh, that's the one right there, man. That's the title right there. There it is. All right, appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. I appreciate y'all being in the joint. Who we got in the joint, man? Salute to Kareem Green, salute to you, man. Salute to you. Black Suit, man. Welcome back to the family, man. Appreciate you. Ginseng, what up with you, man? Good to see you in the joint. Yeah, been a minute, man. True Life OG, what up with you, man? What up with you, Rich Jordan? I see you, man. Anthony Rose, I see you, man. ERC Fitness, what up with you, man? Good to see you in the joint, man. Tez, what up with you, man? Salute. Appreciate you being in the joint. Mello, what up, my Mello? Appreciate you. Mello, my Mello, what up with you, man? Appreciate you doing in the joint, man. Mellow, a mellow fellow, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, man. So listen, y'all been hearing about this story, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've been enjoying this riding weather, man. So I've been taking a little time out, man, on my bike, dog. I haven't really been up to date on things. We got a little rain coming in for the next few days, but so I'm inside, man. So listen, New England Patriots coach Mike Vrabel just got jammed up. Um, a video came out of him with this married woman, journalist, Dana Russini, while she was pregnant, like 7 months pregnant, and they were on a boat together for 2 or 3 hours, just them out on the boat. Well, this just came out recently, and they still spending time together now. So we talking about from 2020 to 2026. That ain't no affair. That's his side chick. The problem is she's somebody else she's somebody else's wife. So just imagine your wife willingly being somebody else's side chick. That means you wifed up a woman who didn't deserve to be a wife, right? So how do you avoid that as a man? First, let's get into some clips. So here's what we got. We're going to get into a series of clips of this woman being absolutely disrespectful to her husband, but just being the 304 that she is. See, what y'all men got to understand, putting a ring on a woman's finger don't make her a wife. It make her a bride. It don't make her a wife. A wife comes with responsibilities. It comes with certain energy. A woman has to have the desire to be a wife. But many men are marrying women like this. It's just not in the public eye like it is. And this wouldn't be in the public eye if it wasn't for Mike Vrabel being the Patriots coach. Just imagine if he was still the Titans coach. So let's get into this, man. And as we go along, we'll chime in with some things how you can avoid turning a hoe into a housewife, because that is what men need to avoid. You must avoid that at all costs. You can't afford to turn a hoe into a housewife because she ain't gonna never be a housewife. She gonna always have the energy of who she is in her. So it don't matter. It may be 5 years, it may be 10 years, it may be 20 years. But the whole gonna come out of before 20 years. But I'm just saying, you never know when it's gonna come out, but it's gonna come out because that's who she is. Or worst case scenario, she like this dude, smashing him. He ain't gonna never leave his old lady, so she marry you, so she can have a husband too. And so you fill in where he won't fill in, but he still get what he want from her when he want it from her. And let's not to mention the child that she was pregnant with. She named him Mike. Let's get into this, man. I appreciate y'all being in the joint. Here's what we're gonna do, man. Listen, I told y'all on the last one, man, that we were gonna go ahead and pull that thing back the way it need to be for the people. And the members, man, they want their privileges. They want their privileges. So you want to be a member of this live chat, go ahead to the main channel page, Book of Alpharenomy. Go to the subscribe, next to the subscribe button, you'll see a join button. Click that join button and come on back, man. All right, let's get into it, man.
We want to give you one more chance to address this. It happened earlier in our program today. For those of you who weren't watching, Diana, we want to give you one more chance to address this. It happened earlier in our program today. For those of you who weren't watching, Diana Russini said this.
And I think we all do weird things when we're in love, and we overshare and overpost. And look, he's getting married to a beautiful actress. I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
Now, this doesn't seem nice. We have put together photos.
Man, listen, bro. This woman said that adamantly. She was adamant about it. She said she married to somebody average. Cool. If you married to somebody average, why you got to say it and embarrass the man? But here's the thing that you men got to understand. If your woman is talking to you crazy or talking about you crazy, you don't know what she doing behind closed door, because that ain't something that she didn't have to dance around it or anything. So think about the way you let a woman talk to you. Never accept disrespect from a woman, because if you accept one level of disrespect, she gonna give you two. If you accept two levels of disrespect, she gonna give you three. If you let a woman talk to you any kind of way, then she gonna treat you any kind of way. Then she gonna start putting hands on you any kind of way. Then she gonna start dealing with another man on you any kind of way. Hey man, listen, you have to stop that immediately so you don't deal with this type of thing.
Diana's husband here for everyone to see, so you can make some amends on national television.
We're average together. And you know what the worst part is? He sent me a text during that segment, not watching because he actually works for a living. And he said, good luck today, be great on Get Up. So the guy's got a heart of gold, and here I am on national TV killing him. Look, we're average together, but he makes me above average because he married me. So
now I want y'all to think about what she just said. There's a lot to that. He makes her above average because he married her. You know why? Because the average woman ain't married. So what he did was took a woman who nobody else in her life wanted to marry her. Many men do that. Offset did it with Cardi B. Why would you marry Cardi B? Russell did it with Sierra. Of course, women are happy about it, but nobody else wanted to marry. Future was engaged to her. He said, nah, I can't do this. No one else married her. They wanted Clay to marry Megan. No one else married her. She been with all these men. She's so great. She's so fine. Her sex so good. Her dome so good. She the truth and all that, but no other man wanted to marry her. No other man. Even a lesser man that we don't know. I mean, as far as fame go, a less famous man still didn't want to marry her. So if a woman been running around doing, that's why in other cultures they marry young women, not because they're some kind of pervs or something. They marry young women because after a while, if you're 50 something and nobody married you yet, what's going on with you? I got a clip coming up, man. I'm gonna do a piece of content on that for y'all, man. With this chick, she an older chick, man. She just sitting talking all this craziness, man. Listen, if nobody has ever married you, why would I? Don't be the first guy to marry a woman who been out there playing the field and running around as long as the hell she wanted to. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Appreciate your hops. Welcome to the family. Let's get back in this thing, man.
Diana, we want to give you one more chance to address this.
Have a Super Bowl.
No, I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband because it's just I had that much fun. It was well, not like that, but like I knew he would judge the kind of partying I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what got into me. I just remember being down there acting like it was my last day on earth.
Have a Super Bowl.
For 12 days, I'm not going to.
What does a woman do that she can't tell her husband and she act like it's her last day on earth? We all know how they get down. We all know that. Now, some of those guys may not, the athletes do, but all those guys may know. But when a woman says, I was down there acting a fool, doing things that I won't even tell my husband about, man, what does that say to you? That says to you, man, that woman was down there wilding out, disrespecting the man. See, here's what a woman don't know. Here's what women don't think about. That's why you got to be careful of the type of woman that you deal with. Whatever she's doing out there in public in other places that you don't know about, she's still making you look like shit because everybody knows that's your wife. So if your wife is in New York acting a donkey, it doesn't matter that you don't know from her. Other people know, and other people won't even tell you because they'll be like, I'm going to stay out of there. That's your wife. Your woman, she won't even be honest with the man. Now she sit on air and say all of these things. How disrespectful is a woman to do shit and then go on national TV and talk about it? It's better if you just shut up.
Sleep. I'm not going to eat. My family's going to hate me. My husband's going to threaten divorce. But we've signed up for this. This I didn't sign up. I was not ready. And we're getting divorced at the end of the year.
Right. Stop.
Breaking news.
Don't say that.
It's hard. We're going through it.
Sorry, Kev.
Diana, with the Eagles OC.
He doesn't even know who I am right now.
I haven't seen your
I think
butts.
he's okay. Oh, he has. We've talked about. We've never been more disconnected in our lives. Our text messages look like two robots. Hello.
Just going through the motions.
Is he
Safe?
getting?
Yes.
Is he getting
Boys
Eagles
alive?
insider in the divorce?
Love you. Any of that? Love you. Love you too.
No, not even an emoji. I get a picture of Mikey and Joey looking adorable and perfectly dressed because Kevin's so good at that.
Right.
And I'll write back, miss you guys, you too. He texts the next day,
Yeah.
going to work. I'm like, what? For 12 days, I'm not going to sleep.
Think about what this woman is saying to the world, dog. See, here's what women do. Women like to say things in a non-serious manner. Let me give you guys a tip. Anytime your woman is saying something off the wall in a non-serious manner, she's just testing the waters to see the response she's going to get. Don't let your broad joke with you even, bro. If it's a serious matter, if it's something worth talking about, something worth discussing, man, I don't play no jokes with no woman, dog. I train women to know, hey, we don't play. If we playing, if it's physical and if it lead to something. Otherwise, we don't play. We don't play word game. We don't play talking crazy. We don't do all of that because a woman will do whatever you allow her to do. She said the man got a heart of gold. If you got a heart of gold and you dealing with the wrong woman, man, a wrong woman see a heart of gold is something to hold on to because she feel like she can get away with murder. She feel like she can get away with anything. At some point, as a man, you got to understand having a heart of gold with a woman is not the right thing to do. Women take advantage of that. Women don't appreciate the nicest of the nice guys, man. They don't appreciate it because deep down inside, a woman knows she needs reprimand. She knows she need a man that's going to put his foot down and keep his gaiters on her neck to keep her in line. If not, if a woman without guidance will do anything, she has no limits, brothers. No limits.
To talk through the situation. Diana, what's up? How are you?
What's up, guys? I told your producer that I want to be introduced now. I don't want to be insider. I don't want to be Scoop City podcast host. I just want to be MILF. Just straight up MILF. That's what I'm going for.
What the hell? that is such a...
I'm just trying. I am trying out here. It is hard in the streets, guys, to keep up. But
if you start calling yourself MILF, you're going to get a lot of followers.
I'm so not a MILF, but like, look, I used to be like, I never want to be that. I'm leaning into it now. I'm like, all right, let's just do it. Forget it.
Now, this is a married woman, brothers. This is a married woman. See, you got to understand, man. If a woman is for the streets, she only comes out of the streets when, like she just said, it's hard for me out here in these streets. She literally just said it. Women only come out of the streets when they can't compete in the streets anymore. Then they start trying to find something permanent, like a consistent thing. You know what I mean? So many married women, man, are dealing with someone else. So many married women are. And I'm talking about, man, listen, going and give that man everything that she's supposed to be giving you for those brief periods of time, and then coming home with nothing for you, coming home and just taking from you, coming home and just draining you, coming home and just using you, coming home and just abusing you, coming home and just refusing you. You got to understand, brothers, you got to make your woman feed into your life, your relationship, your business, whatever you got going on, because whatever a woman enjoys, she needs to be employed. I don't care what it is. If your woman is not working toward what you have going on, she's working toward what somebody else has going on. Or even worse, like this woman right here, she's just selfish as hell. Now she done lost her job. She lost her job, so now she ain't got no job. And now this dude who is finding out that his old lady been Mike Vrabel girlfriend, side chick, because Mike Vrabel married too. Now he found out his wife been Mike Vrabel's side chick, and he got to take care of her because she done lost her job behind this shit. But he on the hook. Why? Because he turned a 304 into a wife, man. You cannot marry a hoe dog. You just can't do it. You can't. I don't care how reformed she say she is. There ain't no such thing as a reform hoe. There's such thing as retired. A woman for the streets, she can't be reformed. She can just be retired. Why? Because the streets don't love her no more. Well, you damn sure can't love her either. Don't get yourself caught up in that, man. It's a bad way to live. Let's get back into it. Oh, let me match play, fellas.
Also, this addresses your question about our dynamic. I asked her, well, why did you take up the saxophone? To which she responded, because it sounded like sex. To which I responded, we are so different. Very different.
It does sound like sex, though.
I thought it would be rebellious. I thought it was like a bad girl
instrument. You were like 12.
Well, I was raised like a very good, well-behaved Catholic schoolgirl, so it was, here's a way to get back at them.
Now, she was 12, bro. She was 12 taking up the saxophone because it sounded like sexophone. Think about that, man. The bad girl in her been trying to get out of her forever. So you know what it sound like? Sound like her dad married a hoe too. So her mom is in her. You know what I mean? I know plenty of guys, man. Listen, I know guys, man, who married women, man, that had, well, you know what? I know guys who married women who had multiple children by the same man, and their situation is different from men who married a woman who had multiple children by different men. So if you are a man who has a wife and she had 3 kids when you met her, but they were all from her ex-husband, that's a different ball game than a woman who has 3 kids by 3 men. A woman with 3 kids by 3 men, bro, let me tell y'all something right now. A woman with 2 kids by 2 men, as long as she didn't have that third one, unless she had the third one by the same man, by one of those 2 men, it got to be one of those 2 men. Women cut it off. A woman with 2 kids by 2 men, she don't want to try that shit no more because she sees how difficult it is to manage. A woman with 3 or more kids by 3 different men, she does not care. Her body is her boss. You understand me? And she been a bad girl trying to live good for a long time, dog.
To play the saxophone. But then I wound up being pretty good at it.
Lick that reed.
Can you guys please put it on the poll?
I also remember thinking, like, because I think when men propose, that's their wedding day. Like, that's when you guys are all in. It's not really all in for us yet. I think for women, the actual wedding day is the moment. So, I mean, Kev was all down for it. I was the one that was very skeptical. I was like, oh, I don't know. And at the time I was working at ESPN, and I remember I was still working. And so the night before my wedding, I'm making calls, and I had a phone interview set up with Jimmy Garoppolo. And I remember Jimmy was great. He made like a funny joke, like, hey, I remember thinking, like,
I don't love her, I don't love her, and I don't need her.
Look how she looking back and forth between them dudes, man.
Good though, but I don't eat her. Never. She's my baby. She my baby though. When we get lit, but she can't claim me.
Brothers, let me tell y'all something, man. You have to be aware of the qualities that a woman exhibits. Don't worry about if she's a high-value woman. Don't worry about if she's a good girl. Don't worry about nothing but what you see, how you see her behave. Behavior is all that it is, man. So when a woman says, well, I wasn't really all in, I know you have seen women cry after they be proposed to. You have seen women jump up and down. You have seen women get excited and just they're ecstatic, man, when a man proposes to them. This woman said she wasn't even all in yet. She was like, oh, well, I don't know. But she said yes anyway. Why? Because nobody else was dumb enough to marry her. If you meet a woman and she in her 30s or 40s or some shit like that, and nobody has ever tried to marry her, but she been out there, man, that's because no man is dumb like you. Don't you be the dummy. Don't you be the fool. Don't you be the one. It does not make sense, dog, because you gotta think about this. Like she said, she was down in Miami partying like that. Man, that one probably, man, she probably strip club. Who knows where she was, but she was somewhere where she wouldn't tell her husband. Anytime a woman is somewhere and she don't want to tell her husband because she was doing some shit she had no business doing. Now you think about all of these clips, and this guy, her husband is probably somebody who don't even be paying attention to online like that. You know how when you move in a certain space, like a stripper will want to marry a man that has no interest in going to strip club or doing nothing. I'm talking about a man who she know ain't never seen her in no strip club nowhere. That's what she'll do. There's movies with examples of that. There's real life examples of this. Man, you must understand, you cannot change a woman. She cannot change. Women don't change. Women never change. Women grow into worse versions of what they already are, or better versions of what they already are, depending on who she is. If she's a good girl, she just becomes better with age. If she's a bad girl, she just becomes worse with age. Because a good woman, what she does, man, she reaps the benefits of being good throughout her life. I'm not talking about a woman who a dirt dauber and got a bad attitude, and just because she fell for the wrong dude and tried to give him everything, that make her good. It don't make you a good woman because you fell for the wrong dude and got dogged out and you tried to give him everything. That don't make you good. That make you dumb. No woman can ever say, I met this dude, he was a good dude and I gave him everything. Because no woman gives a good dude everything. No woman gives a nice guy everything. Nice guys are in a situation where their goodness is weaponized against them by unworthy women. You know what I mean? Unworthy women. And then you have women who done been dogged out so bad by men that they want a nice guy, but then when they get a nice guy, they long for the type of man that they've been drawn to. I'm telling you, man. You got to think about this. And here's what I'm going to tell y'all like this. If you're in a sexless marriage, divorce that bitch. You understand me? If you're in a marriage where you and your wife aren't intimate, man, divorce that broad. You understand me? She needs to be gone. Ain't nothing you could do with her. If her interest in you doesn't make it to physicality, you don't have a woman. You don't have a wife. You have a roommate. And you probably ain't got a roommate because you probably paying all the bills. So I want y'all to check out this clip from, it's a little bit long, but it's from the Speakeasy Podcast with Acho and let me see, TJ Ishmazada, what's his name? TJ, what's his name? Ishmazada, Tishmazada. What's his name, man? He's played for the Bengals, I believe. TJ Ushmazada. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But anyway, he's on here. There's a couple other guys on here. And they're going to break it down and talk to it. But I want y'all to listen to the differences in these men's views of this. And I want y'all to watch TJ. TJ, got game. He understand the game. He understand women in this situation. Acho, not so much. Acho has crossed over into that realm where he's trying to be a feminine man. And by that, I mean he's trying to be an emotional man. What women say is emotionally whole. What women say is emotionally healthy. What women say is emotionally stable. What a woman thinks is emotionally stable is a man who think like her. If you think like her, then you're not an emotionally stable man. You're a feminine man. So let's get into this, man. This is going to be good, man. I want y'all to check this out, man. This is a really good clip. Austin Jermaine, appreciate the dime, man. Thanks for keeping it a buck. Salute to you, man. Appreciate your support. Let's get back into this thing, man. This is going to be a good clip.
For the public. Bombshell story was dropped today. Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini rented a boat together in 2021 while she was pregnant. According to TMZ, Vrabel and Russini were the only people aboard during the 2 to 3 hour rental. She gave birth shortly after and named her son Michael. Dove Kleiman also put this out inside the NBA. Had this picture. I don't know whoever made this edit, but they must have known something with Russini and Vrabel hitting the Titanic at the front of the boat. It turns out that might have actually been a real thing happening. We also had this tweet from Pro Football Talk. It's impossible to know whether the Mike Vrabel, Diana Russini scandal will impact Vrabel's ability to coach the Patriots because it's always possible more information will emerge via TMZ. More information has emerged. Fellas, your reaction to Diana Russini, Mike Vrabel, renting a boat for a couple of hours while she was pregnant shortly before she gave birth to her child named Michael.
All right, look, Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks.
Hold up, man. Let me get past Acho and this talking crazy, man, with this stuff. I ain't take that out. My bad. I should have took it out.
I'm going to say something that I don't want to say. Mike Vrabel got to catch hella heat at this point in time. Because if you can't lead yourself, how can you lead a group of men? This was no longer a mistake, T. This was now continued, willing, wild action. You're on a boat while married with another married woman who is pregnant. Child, we don't know who's the father, so I won't assume. And you doing this in the midst of your coaching tenure. T, how can you expect all 53, because several of the 53 will, but how can you expect all 53 to adhere to the off-field advice, not on-field advice? How can you expect all 53 men to adhere to the off-field advice of a man who, for at minimum 6 years, continued in a, if not affair, wildly disrespectful relationship to his wife, his kids, her husband, her pregnant child, and herself? How can you expect players, T, to follow his off-field instruction? On-field, what he did off-field ain't got nothing to do with his football acumen at all whatsoever. But what it does have to do with, T, is you on a boat with a pregnant, married woman while you married in 2021, and we in big 2026, and y'all was just pictured photographed together? Come on, T. Come on, T. Come on, T.
Listen, what Vrabel does off the field has nothing to do with his ability to lead.
On the field.
No, yeah. Even in the meeting. Like, I can give you advice on your relationship because I effed up. So.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
that's a lie. No, here's a lie. You didn't F up.
Yeah.
You continually were effing.
Hey, Acho, Acho.
And effing.
That's his girlfriend.
Which one?
Russini is his girlfriend.
Yep.
It's not an affair. That's his girlfriend. This went from
allegedly.
No. That's his girlfriend.
Oh shit. TJ said.
This went from 2021 till 2026.
2020. Maybe 2020. Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, the boat was 21.
Bro, that's 6-7 years. That's his girlfriend.
Now, that's what I was trying to get to, man, before I interrupted. TJ says that's his girlfriend. So here's what we don't even know if that was the beginning. We just know that the boat video is from 2020. We don't know how long they've been smashing. He probably was smashing her before she married her husband. This is what guys don't understand. If I'm smashing her, if she my little, and he was already married. I mean, if she my little jump off and you marry her, does that mean that I should stop smashing her? You just married my hoe. So am I supposed to leave her alone because you chose to marry the wrong woman? Who's at fault here? Now, here's the thing. If she was already married and you start smashing her for the first time after she was married, yeah, that's foul. That's foul. So we got to understand how different it is when you already intimate with a woman. I guarantee you, man, these people got feelings for each other. They've been smashing this long, and they taking time out, and she pregnant, 7 months pregnant, and she out on the boat with him. Man, listen, bruh, these people got feelings for each other. Probably not enough for him to leave his wife, but you got to understand this. The man who married her married the wrong woman. What is wrong with him? Like, man, listen, bruh. And you might say, well, he ain't know that she was getting down like this. You see how she treating him. Look at the videos I just showed you. She treat him like shit. If she treat him like that in public, how you think she deal with him at home? Whatever somebody does to you in public, they do you worse at home. If you are somewhere and you see a woman, man, chastising her child, man, and she spank him right in public like that, man, she probably throw shit at him at home. You know what I mean? You got to think about what we just saw. That's why I put those clips before, because they make everything that we're hearing in this clip make sense. That woman is foul. But just because she went ahead and married this guy. But he's also foul for not having the discernment to know that he's accepting shit from a woman that he don't want. Why marry a woman who treats you like that? Why marry a woman who's disrespectful? Why marry a woman who ain't intimate with you? Why marry a woman who can't keep her... Man, listen, I ain't dealing with a woman who can keep... If she can keep her hands off of me, I ain't dealing with her. I only deal with women who can't keep their hands off me, dog. I only deal with women, man, who don't think about nothing but touching me and getting touched by me and cuddling up with me and want to eat with me and want to feed me off, want to take my fork and feed me off my plate. Them the only women I deal with, dog. I'm not ever dealing with a woman who don't give me that type of energy. That type of energy where I'm the best thing since sliced bread. I don't have to. You don't have to. He didn't have to, but his ass did anyway.
Like, they were dating that long. And that's a decision that he made and she also made. They are both married and they chose, okay, you're going to be my lady. All right, yeah, you're going to be my man. That's what they chose to do. Now, the report said shortly thereafter, she gave birth. So please explain to me, if you gave birth shortly thereafter, now I'm going to say allegedly with this one, is that might be his baby. That allegedly might be, but when you dating somebody this long, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if that's his baby now. But yeah, she was his girlfriend. And so that's anytime they can get away, they got away.
This is my thing. Do I want my all-pro receiver off the team because he got baby mama drama?
I'll say this to you as well, too, man. I see DJ came in, salute to you, man, and said they both have to pay the consequences. See, that's where we as men have to remember. It's up to us to lead. Y'all give women too much credit. Women don't have the capacity to do right. Stop believing that women have the capacity to do right. They don't. They have to be coerced, influenced, made to do right. They don't have the capacity. They're too easily influenced by wickedness and evil. Women are too easily influenced by wickedness and evil. Whatever a woman feels, she'll live by that. Whatever a woman desires, she'll live by that. However a woman aspires, she'll live by that. We have to remember that men and women are not equal. We cannot lead from the back. We cannot say we're above women until it's time to suffer the consequences of decisions, because it's up to me. It's up to me to not sleep with your wife. Your wife ain't going to do it. Your wife going to come. If I want her to come, she coming. So it's not up to you. It's up to me to look at you as a man and say, as men, it's up to us to hold ourselves to a higher standard than the broad. I'm not on the level of a woman. So a woman can't, if me and a woman doing something and we doing something wrong, I have to take the brunt of that responsibility because I'm leading her. She ain't leading, either she leading me or I'm leading her. And I'd be damned if I'm fitting to let a woman lead me. So if I'm doing it, I'm doing it. And she doing it because I want her to do it. Now, you can say she go do it with somebody else. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But when it boils down to it, we have to look at ourselves and say, okay, am I going to help this woman be a dirt dauber to her husband? And Mike Vrabel said, yes, I will. I'm going to help her be a dirt dauber to her husband. Now, I will say this. Let's reel it back a little bit and let's look into what DJ's saying. Listen, if I'm already smashing her and you marry her, I'm not going to stop smashing her unless I just want to. I may look at the situation and say, nah, I mean, if you're going to, go ahead. You go ahead and be over there. You go ahead and do that thing over there. I might say, man, that man, good. I ain't got to worry about you trying to press me for no relationship now. Who knows? I can go either way because you are the one who chose to marry that broad. You're the one who wiped up that scallywag. You understand me? Now, as the man that I am, I'm going to go ahead and let you have that scallywag. But I wouldn't be wrong if I didn't. You understand me? I wouldn't be wrong if I didn't. You are the one who set yourself up in your life to be married to a scallywag. Take your responsibility for that. You understand me? You did that. I wasn't going to marry. But you sure did.
No, absolutely not. This dude just led the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
He ain't going nowhere.
He's not going nowhere.
No.
Absolutely not. And he shouldn't.
And he shouldn't. I'm not even saying that he should. What I'm saying is, when you got a locker room, 53 players are on the roster. When you count practice squad, it's about like 65. You got some wild bulls. And then you got some church boys. You got some people that live in the street. You got some people that live in the house. There are going to be a lot of people, Travion Henderson most notably, I would assume, based upon his public profile, they're going to look at Mike Vrabel and be like, hey, bro, I don't respect you as a man.
What do we say? You more in the church than I am. We don't judge, right? Ain't that what y'all say? Ain't that what y'all say?
Yes, it's one of the
we
most,
don't judge,
it's one
right?
of the most out of context scriptures.
So if Travion Henderson is really about that, he ain't judging.
Sure, but you have to do is this. You have to use a little bit of discernment. And my thing is like, bro, the reason I'm sick now, T, is like a mistake is I met somebody at the club.
It's not a mistake. This ain't a mistake.
So this is your character. This is a character flaw. If you have made a vow to another person.
This is what I think.
Talk to me.
I think it's not a mistake. He, and I believe she, probably would have preferred to be with each other. And that's why they carried this on for so long.
It's clear she wanted to be with him.
Because of circumstance.
Like somebody just said, it's clear she wanted to be with him. Mike Vrabel didn't want her. Put a one in the chat if you ever heard Mike Vrabel's wife talk or say anything. I don't even know what Mike Vrabel's wife looked like. I got to look her up. I have no idea. I ain't never heard her say nothing. I ain't never heard her speak at no press conference. I ain't never heard her do an interview. I ain't never heard her do nothing. So why would you have that and then want to wife up this woman that can't keep her mouth closed, this woman that over-sexualizes every conversation, this woman that admitted publicly that she been trying to be a bad girl since she was 12 years old, says she wanted to be referred to as MILF. See, she's not a comedian. She's a sports talk, let's say journalist. She's a sports journalist. What's the purpose in trying to be a comedian? I ain't never seen her do no stand-up. So when you think about it, you have to know, yes, that 304, yes, she want to be your wife, but you better not wife her up. Of course she want to be with you. She wants you to be the fool that decides to put her in the wife position because you are going to be a fool. Just like Kevin Russini is a fool. He's a fool for putting that woman in a position. Now, I'm not saying he's a fool on his own. He's a fool that didn't have the tools and the rules and some of these jewels, so he ended up putting himself in a situation like this. But he's still a fool nonetheless. Whether you're a fool because you weren't taught or you're a fool because you ignored the information, you're still a fool.
They couldn't be, and so they did it as long as they could. Or you would say they got away with it as long as they could. Now it's over. It's over. Like, don't say, oh, I made a mistake. It's not a mistake because
it's continuous action. Yeah.
They were dating. And I would hope his wife kind of knows everything that has taken place before we know. So when he left the draft and they went on their little excursion, he kind of just be honest.
The hard part,
because you know it's coming out.
It's hard for me to believe that his wife and even her husband would be aware of everything because he's probably forgotten so much. Like the playlist, for example. Mm-hmm. He probably wasn't like, oh yeah, by the way, babe, she made me a playlist.
Yeah,
when we were like 15
that part.
It's irrelevant. Yeah. But when that comes out, that probably stings again.
You
like, dang, she made a playlist?
You know what she care about, his wife?
Whose kid it is?
That's your baby?
Yeah.
Mike. Hey, Michael. He ain't Mike. Michael. Is that your baby? Because honestly, you have a baby shortly thereafter the boat.
Here's my question for everybody, and in the chat, I need y'all to talk back to me. This is the hard conversation.
Man, we need some.
Man, let me tell y'all something, dog, and it's real. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I was much younger, man. I probably was 24, maybe 23, 24, and I was man, I had been smashing this chick off and on, man, since we were probably, for probably about 5 years, probably about 5, 6 years, man. I had been smashing her for about 5, 6 years off and on. And just off and on. Just we wouldn't talk for a while, and then she hit me up, I hit her up. Whenever we hit each other up, it was never no. It was always yes. But we just didn't hit each other up very often. It was maybe out of a year. It was probably once a month, maybe once a month. So that may be a lot, maybe once a month. Out of a year, maybe 10 or 12 times. And so she got pregnant, man. And I ain't know till she was probably like 3 months in. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. 3 months in, and I'm embarrassed by this. Let me exchange that. I'm not embarrassed by this because I did it and I enjoyed it, but it was wrong, and I wish I hadn't done it. You know what I mean? In retrospect, I wish I hadn't done it. Man, from the time she was about 3 months to the time she had her baby, we went from once a month to, man, probably once a week. You know what I'm saying, man? Her body was hot. And me, I was hustling, man. So I really didn't have a whole lot of time. So I really needed somebody that I can just, fall through, man, get my rocks off and go back to working, go back to grinding. And so, man, from the time she was 3 months to the time she was about 9 months, dog, I'm talking about once a week. You know what I mean? And literally, it was just one of those things, man. And the dude she was pregnant by didn't know that, man. You know what I mean? But I was young. You know what I mean? I was super young. I ain't making no excuse for being young. I'm just saying, to me, like, I wasn't looking at it like it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I had just been smashing her. But that's what happened. When you when you only have a sexual relationship with a woman, she probably is in a more serious relationship with somebody else. That's why I don't have strictly sexual relationship with women anymore. Is she got to be investing. You know what I mean? Young, I wasn't really thinking like that. I was like, I ain't want a woman near nothing I was doing. I ain't want nobody near nothing I was doing. Cause I was like, man, the more people around you, the most snitching you'll do. I mean, that's another thing, man. Somebody, Corey Cool Breeze just said what it was. That's what it is, man. Man, let me tell you something, boy. I had already been smashing her. But man, the first time I fell through, and because she wasn't really showing like that. She was like 3 months in. She wasn't really showing like that. And man, boy, the warmth, the grip, the wetness of that thing, man, it was totally different. I knew I wasn't gonna stop at that point. But now in retrospect, I wouldn't start. I ask women a bunch of questions now, dog, because I need to know what I'm getting myself into before I get myself into it. You know what I mean? Because I'm a man just like you. once I started, ain't no way I was going to stop. And it just got better and better and better. Man, look, it got better and better and warmer and wetter the entire time. And it just wasn't nothing I could do about it. I wasn't going to stop. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to stop. Once she went and had her baby, though, man, I ain't smashing no more ever again in life. But do that period of time right there, because I was growing. And as I was growing, I was like, man, you know what? I ain't going to lie. I probably wasn't even, I wasn't 24, 25. I probably 21. It was before the vow to Nazarite. I took the vow to Nazarite, and I was like 23 when I took the vow to Nazarite. I was 22, getting ready to turn 23. So it was before the vow to Nazarite, man. I stopped hustling when I took the vow to Nazarite. So I was about 21, dog. So it's crazy, man. But let's get back into it, man. So I'm just telling y'all, it's possible, man. A woman will be with you, be having your baby, be in your house, be eating your food, be running up your bills and all that, man, and be letting somebody else, man, have their way with her. Because if you ain't having your way with your woman, somebody else is.
Women that really like get in this chat and like,
and put us on game
straight up.
But we got fellas, and we got a wide array of fellas. Yeah. So fellas, let's talk. Are you getting on a boat with a pregnant woman who's not carrying your baby?
Or maybe.
Or no, but that's my question. If you're getting on, starting with you, Social Trey, you're married. If you're getting
in this situation, I can't be married. Oh, I am married because Vrabel's.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you are.
If you're getting on a boat with a pregnant woman,
we getting on the boat.
Who's your romantic interest?
I done knocked her down 1,000 times.
In your experience, no, whose baby is it? Because are you getting on a boat with the pregnant? Hold on. Are you getting on a boat with a pregnant woman that's not carrying your baby?
Yup.
That's what I don't like about Acho, man. He too emotional. So now he giving you irrelevant ass hypotheticals. Like we're talking about Mike probably don't know if that's his kid or not. It might be his kid. So we're not talking about a situation where you know for a fact it's not your kid. We talking about a man who been smashing a woman already. You know what I mean? We talking about the one, man, he probably smashing her the whole time she was pregnant. That probably the last time right there. So you just, before she had her baby, dog, you just don't know, man. So when you start putting these hypotheticals out there like that, man, it's feminine. This is what a woman does. A woman would just make up some shit to try to move the goalpost. Y'all know, y'all put some fire signs in the chat if you know a woman to move the goalpost like Acho doing.
That's not.
Can we add some context?
Even if it
are we allegedly sexually involved?
Yeah, romantically. Just say romantically.
Oh, romantically involved.
So
Are you
getting on a boat with your romantic interest if she's pregnant if that baby's not yours? I'm just asking Trey.
Okay.
Not hypothesizing on them.
So one more time, am I getting on a boat?
Yes, with
your
my
romantic interest
who is pregnant?
That's outside of my marriage.
It ain't yours.
If it's not yours,
and you know it's not yours.
Nah.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm not even.
Maybe you can. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, maybe I do because whether it's mine or not, the club getting shot up. Regardless, like you got nothing.
I
The
done
baby's
messed with her
already
so many times. Like pregnant, not pregnant. Do it matter?
TJ might be right. Yeah.
Like, come on.
Would you be intimate with a pregnant woman who's carrying a kid that's not yours?
If I've been intimate with you before.
What you just said,
that's some slime ball, greasy.
Now, at this point in life, I wouldn't, dog. You know what I'm saying? At this point in life, I wouldn't. And TJ, man, TJ, OG. Shit, Acho is too, man. Them cats, man, they're a little bit older. At this point in life, man, I wouldn't, dog. Like, I wouldn't. Not because of any other reason except I'm like, man, I'm above that type of woman. Like a woman who pregnant with somebody else's kid, man, who want to give me some sex in the way, man, I'm above her, man. She a scallywag. You know what I'm saying? Like, she scum. I don't want to engage with no scum. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. So for that reason, at this point, I'm above that level of woman. And well, I guess it is because I'm great. You know what I'm saying? I've grown into greatness. So I'm just above that. So I'm with Acho on this, man. It don't really matter how many times I done smashed her at this point. I'm not so desperate that I got to keep smashing. Once she tell me she pregnant, no. It's especially, you got to think about this. Especially if you tell me you pregnant and it ain't mine. Because honestly, bro, let's be honest. If you've been smashing a woman for years, there's some time where you don't strap up. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about consistently. If you've been smashing a woman consistently for years, there's some time you don't strap up because there's some time where the passion between y'all be so great, especially in a situation like this, if you living your life and this woman living her life, and then when y'all get together, the passion is like fire and brimstone. So sometimes y'all gonna be somewhere, and y'all just gonna be somewhere meeting up somewhere, man. Y'all gonna end up in the back of the truck. Y'all gonna end up at the park or on a park bench. Y'all gonna end up y'all try to meet at the restaurant, man. Y'all gonna end up going to the restaurant bathroom. I'm telling you from experience that when you have this type of situation, and I ain't telling you from experience, this time I'm not talking about a woman who's with somebody else. I'm just talking about a woman, man, where the passion between us was just fired up like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That's my history. My history is just having that type of passion, that type of fiery passion with a woman, dog, that fiery passion. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Many men don't have that, and you don't get that because you cold approach women. You just get something to jump up and down in. But man, that ain't the experience I want, man. I want the royal experience when I'm dealing with a broad. And I think this is what TJ and his other guy, they're getting at that. But what Acho is saying, man, at this point in life, you still gonna smash a woman that pregnant with somebody else's kid? That shit nasty, to be honest with you. It was nasty when I did it when I was younger, and it's nasty now still.
You just said though,
real easy.
What you just said is gonna be the hardest thing I think for the couples, the spouses to accept. You were sleeping with the other person while they were carrying another person's baby or my baby, who I thought was my baby.
It's better off if it's Vrabel's baby at this point.
Wow,
you're much better off because at least hold on. If it's Vrabel's baby,
right
think about it. No, it's much better.
No, it's
Here's
not.
why.
It's not.
If it's not Vrabel's, if it's Vrabel's baby,
it ain't great for his relationship.
That atones for naming a Michael. That atones for being on a boat with another person while pregnant.
While you're married.
You named a child after someone else, so why we married to me?
That atones for the playlist. If it's not Vrabel's baby, you are crazy. Why? You are an irrational human being.
It's crazy.
So much worse if it's Vrabel.
Man, Acho is crazy. Listen, bro. If this Mike Vrabel baby, first of all, this man been taking care of the kid for 6 or 7 years. The kid like 7 years old. The man been taking care of this kid, man, for about 6 or 7 years, dog. Also, imagine finding out your old lady been tipping out. And then finding out, man, this dude just been shooting her club up like he the husband. So much, in fact, that think about this. It's guaranteed that on the same, because if you believe it's your kid, you and your old lady were smashing around this time. Imagine realizing that your old lady smashed you and this guy possibly on the same day. Think about that, man. Think about how nasty and foul a woman is to smash two guys on the same day or even in the same week. Think about how foul that is, bruh. There's no way that you could take a woman like that seriously another day in your life. You can't do it. And here's the thing that I know Kevin Russini has experienced. That woman has not bonded with him. She can't bond with him. For one thing, she bonded with Mike Vrabel. She can't bond with him. So why is he even married to this woman? What's the purpose in this, man? She must have voodooed this guy, man.
There's no convincing that she can do at this point to her husband that the baby's not named after Mike Vrabel.
2020, right?
When they start,
2020 supposedly,
the first time
COVID.
Of their romantic interest is 2020.
So that's 21. So by that point, I'm guessing he done knocked her down at least 30 times.
Minimum.
Like, pregnant, no pregnant, baby, no baby. You know what it is every time I see you.
No.
It's worse, Acho. It's so much worse if it's Vrabel's baby. And let me tell you why.
Acho, you single,
because now we have a 6-year-old kid that has been raised thinking his father is one person.
This kid's cognizant,
and now has to find out that his father is actually somebody else.
This isn't a 2-year-old or 1-year-old that doesn't have memory. This kid will remember this about his life.
In the chat, I need y'all to stop what you're doing and comment right now.
All right, I'm dropping a poll.
Trey's dropping a poll. Is it better off if it's Vrabel's baby or if it's Russini's husband's baby?
For who though? For who? Which for who?
All around. We gotta just consider all around.
For Vrabel,
it can't be his
baby. If he didn't tell his wife that could possibly be his baby, that's over.
The worst situation out of this entire thing is that kid.
Yeah, that's it.
That's like I don't.
Why though? Why?
I don't.
If
no.
you think your dad is your dad and you find out your dad is
no. What I'm saying is I don't feel
Vrabel can still be his daddy. He's 6.
I'm not saying that though. When you grow up, my last name is what we know the last names of everybody. Her husband's last name, we know Russini, we know Vrabel. Whatever the kid's last name is, oh Mike, who's your mom? Diana Russini. Oh, damn. You're the one that's named after the NFL coach's dad. For the rest of his life. And he's
we just gonna give him a nickname.
That's not I don't feel bad for Russini, Vrabel. I don't feel bad for anybody involved other than that child. That sucks.
I feel bad for the spouses for sure.
I feel bad for the spouses. Yeah.
Now the real question is it worse to be Russini's son with this scandal and the whole my dad could be somebody other than, or to be an OnlyFans baby like your mom's does OnlyFans?
Oh, Russini's son. Russini's son for sure.
Russini's son by far.
Russini's not close.
By far.
This is bad. Because
y'all
both are bad. But my thing is like one is like
impressionable. Like these are your impressionable years, bro.
You can't sit at no lunch table in America in 2020, whatever, when he'll be a high schooler. And people not bring up, I've seen your mom's places.
That's it. That's if they could find that. Like you would have to know that parent's child was on OnlyFans. Like that can be somewhat removed.
Hidden.
Man, it can be somewhat removed.
Okay.
This shit ain't going away.
How TMZ
My possible father was a Super Bowl champion linebacker and then took the Patriots to that's in history forever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right.
It's
And then you got to change your last name.
Yeah.
Right? To Vrabel. So now you Mike Vrabel Jr.
Okay.
Hey,
think about this.
Hey, do me a favor. Y'all do me.
All right, man. That's about enough of that, man. That's about enough of that. Let's listen to this guy, man. He gonna explain how this can happen, man. I had a little bit too much of that.
Someone who so-called did it the right way, had 5 biological kids, all in one place by one woman. The woman that I had kids by, I was married to. Every last one of my kids was by that one woman. Now, once she decided that whatever, and the courts had to decide what was going on with it because she didn't want it no more. So, right, what's new? So, this is what gets you, man. Listen, this is for somebody who did it the right way. I didn't have all these kids out of wedlock. I didn't have a baby mama over here, a baby mama over there, and a baby mama over there. And to be honest with you, if I could go back and do it again, I would have did it that way. I would have had a baby mama over here. I would have had a baby. If I got 5 kids, I would have had at least 3 baby mamas. If I could go back and do it again. Why do I say that? Reason I say that is because marriage and kids and the law goes hand in hand. You think you're doing it right. You think you're doing it right because you're married and you're keeping all your kids in one place and you're trying to raise a family. You think you're doing it right. But you gotta understand something. When shit hit the fan, and shit will hit the fan, the court system is not made for me. You're gonna lose, whether you got a bulldog of a lawyer or not. If you are, unless you got monetary gain to afford a lawyer who actually is cool with the judge and can actually work some stuff, they got you, dog. They got you. And the crazy thing about it is, this is a real example. This is not play. 6 figures. 6 figures. And you looking at somebody who makes 70 on a good year. That's the best year I ever had, 70. They made 6 figures. Now, when the child support and divorce paperwork was written up, they made it look like the insurance that was coming out of their check was so much. To the point where my ass is paying so much in child support. This is how much I was paying in child support. I would get paid every 2 motherfucking weeks. And by the time I done paid what I need to pay, I'm left with, if I'm lucky, $150 to last me 2 weeks. $150 to last me 2 freaking weeks. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Stuck. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Time I done paid what I need to pay, I'm left with, if I'm lucky, $150 to last me 2 weeks. $150 to last me 2 freaking weeks. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Stuck. Looking, searching. The only thing you can do is get another job and get another job. That's the only thing you can do. So, for my men, leave them kids where they at as long as you can. It's not like it used to be. It used to be where you have kids, you married, and everything will be okay because it's within that structured system. It's not like that. Nowadays, they will have the baby, and she will stay with you long enough to make you think you want to marry her. And then once you marry her, she gonna get the fuck on and get a check. That's how it works. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
All right, here's what I want y'all to understand, man. That's the truth if you wife up the wrong woman. Now, legal marriage, I'm against that. But even putting a woman in a wife position, man, you got to put a woman in a wife position that has shown day after day after day that her number one interest is pleasing you. Y'all won't wait on that. You keep trying to get a woman because you let her looks be the main thing. You don't worry about content of character. You don't worry about a woman's interest in you. And you damn sure won't like who likes you. Because I promise you, if a 7 likes you, after about 6 months, she going to be an 8. I promise you, after 6 months, she going to be an 8. After she give you all that sweet loving, man, and all that sweetness and all that goodness and all that attention and all that focus, and she doing everything, man. I'm talking about the type of shit. Let me give y'all some of this type of shit that I experienced. Not experienced past, experience now. Man, I can be putting something in the dishwasher. If I drop a spoon, before that motherfucker hit the floor, baby girl over there trying to catch it, so it won't hit the floor, so she can give it back to me. Just always paying attention to everything to try to be there, to try to be where she need to be, doing what she need to do to show that she's trying to be beneficial and helpful. We ain't gonna talk about the financial part of it because that ain't nobody business. That ain't somebody, that game to be sold, not told. You know what I'm saying? I sell that to you. I can't tell it to you right now for free. But we're talking about just that level of attentiveness to everything that I'm doing to make sure that if there's a part she can play, she plays it. And it starts at the very bottom, like minimal things like that. Minimal things. So I want y'all to understand. So we're talking the proper exchange rate. You understand me? So whenever a woman come cook for me, she buys everything. I don't have to buy none of it. She always buys everything. Now, she didn't know this at first, but I take her out sometimes and we go nice places and she don't have to worry about nothing. You understand? So that's the thing. It's just, you don't even have to think about these things. We don't put them on paper. We don't do none of that. These type of women with this type of energy, they're not looking for anything in return. They're doing this in your life and they're contributing to you and they're dedicated to your peace and your health and your wealth and all of that just because they are. Whatever they get out of that is multiplied by 10 because they weren't expecting anything. And so this is the type of woman that you want to do things for, the type of woman that you want to take places, the type of woman that you want to travel with, the type of woman that you want to have around you. And if you're going to put a woman in a wife position who ain't giving you that, man, you done fell off. And let's talk about these women that you should avoid. An older woman who's played the game already and she just tired of being out there. Sometimes a woman's body get tired of being jumped up and down on by different men. You understand? The desire is still there, but her body ain't with it no more. So you got to avoid her because remember, like I said, her body is tired of it, but the desire is still there. Her mind is still the same. A woman with a reprobate mind, her mind is always going to be reprobate. And every woman has a reprobate mind. That's why a woman has to be dedicated to you, because she had to be dedicated to your guidance and leadership. She had to be dedicated to doing whatever you tell her to do, whenever you tell her to do it. That way you can always give her instructions to keep her mind occupied. If you got a disobedient woman, why do I tell y'all shut up and it's an obedience? I tell y'all shut up and this so a woman can hear you, and I tell you obedience so she can do what you tell her to do now that she can hear because she shut up. Obedience is mandatory. Because a woman going to obey somebody. If she's not obeying you, she's going to obey wickedness. And the worst thing a woman can do is obey her own desires and her own schemes and all of that, man. So stay away from these types of women. Stay away from these types of women. Because you don't want to end up being Kevin Russini, wifing up a woman who is willing to let Mike Vrabel smash while she's 7 months pregnant with a kid that even if it ain't yours, she wants you to think it's yours, and she knows that you believe it's yours. Man, don't put yourself in these situations, brothers. I want y'all to be prosperous, man, when it comes to life, and you can't do that if you put a hoe in the position of wife. You can't do it. All right, brothers, I appreciate y'all being in the building, man. Bakeesh Edwards, man, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the super sticker. Everybody else, man, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. This one right here, man, I might move this one over to Patreon, man. We'll see how it goes, man. But listen, I appreciate y'all being in the building, man. Y'all put God first. Keep grinding and growing. GLG in the building. Peace.